Cornish, an 18-5 win against Bedford. Probably tough for people that weren't here to see it, but horrendous conditions. So all in all, a fantastic victory.
Yeah, really good result. Would have been nice to get the 5 points, but to come down here, tough conditions, just good to graft from the boys. Good win.
Just tell us how hard it was to play in those. It wasn't just the rain, but the wind as well. It was
wind was horrendous.
Gale, wasn't it?
Struggling with the line outs, wet as well, so greasy ball, but just did the tough things well, and we got the win. Yeah,
did it kind of show perhaps a different side to our game this evening, to have to really kind of grind it out for the whole 80 minutes and just, we didn't have the opportunity to play, so we just had to really be very disciplined, didn't we?
Yeah, just everything up front really, just getting those dominant collisions, just keeping the ball tight, just playing tough game.
In terms of discipline, game control, Bedford didn't really come into our 22 much at all. It seemed like we were kind of really in control of what we wanted to be doing out there, particularly, as we said, I know we're repeating it, but in these very tough conditions.
Yeah, probably a few too many penalties for us. We probably want to keep it to a minimal, but still, yeah, to keep them down in their half for the majority of the game, really good.
The set piece as well today, particularly the scrum, was very successful, wasn't it? It shows all that hard work you guys have been doing.
Yeah, scrum went well, and to get 2 mauling tries, just good work from the forwards. Yeah,
that maul's something that we've been wanting to improve, isn't it, over the last few weeks? So for yourself to get 2 tries off the back of it, must be very pleased.
Yeah, good work from the boys up front. Yeah, something we've been looking to work on. It's good to just see that hard work coming through from training.
Clearly, after last week's second half, when we leaked a lot of points, it was about a response this evening. Certainly did that by only conceding 5 here at Bedford, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. 1 try, just really good. Didn't have too much defence to do, but when we did, good dominant collisions and getting the ball back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, overall for yourself as well, first start of the championship season, so yeah, must have enjoyed that one, no doubt, with 2 tries
nice
as well.
To get the 2 tries. Yeah, nice to get the start as well.
And just building towards Coventry now, obviously a Saturday, Sunday off, and then another exciting task next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think the boys will be up for it. Big game at home again, so be another big ask from the forwards.
Wardy, a really crucial win against Bedford this evening in terrible conditions. That's a fantastic result, isn't it?
Yeah, not a game for the purists, but we spoke about doing the tough things all week, and I thought the boys really dug it out there and played some really controlled rugby.
Yeah, clearly do a huge amount of work in training for conditions like that. Is that when it all kind of comes into fruition, if you like?
It does, but it takes a lot of effort from the boys on the pitch. You need a good set piece, you need to play in the right areas and then apply an awful lot of pressure, and I thought we did that very well.
Yeah, how good was the discipline this evening? We just seemed to keep them away from our line for pretty much the whole 80 minutes.
Yeah, it was tough for both sides, so discipline was going to be crucial. Our set piece was strong and we got some penalties there, and that allowed us to get into good positions. I also thought the first half was crucial because we knew it was going to deteriorate through the night, so to build that lead and that try just before half time was very crucial.
Yeah, as a response to the second half against Jersey last week, I imagine we're pretty chuffed with that overall.
Yeah, obviously the boys came off last week thrilled with the first half, disappointed with the second, and sometimes that leaves a bad sort of taste in the mouth, but boys were brilliant tonight. Loads of energy, loads of positives, and 4 points to go into the weekend.
Yeah, you mentioned the maul a couple of weeks ago that you wanted to see some improvement. In the first half they were certainly shown, weren't they? Two really crucial tries from Matt Cornish on mauls.
Yeah, the boys have been working hard on it, and again that shows tonight, last week. Probably a bit disappointed in the second half with our maul, that we could have done a little bit more, but maybe we could have varied it up with a few different options from it as well.
The second half only added 3 points to the, well, it was only 3 points in total, wasn't it? But in terms of the control, was that game management perhaps the best it's been this season so far?
I think it was, again, based on that set piece. I can't remember either side really being in the opposition 22 too much. It was played in the middle third. It was about not giving away easy penalties or easy yards, and they had to chase the game, and it was obviously very difficult to do in that weather.
In terms of the season as a whole, these are the games that you get on a Friday night with the terrible conditions, so just to get the win is really important, isn't it?
Yeah, again, I think looking at a few of the other results tonight, there's some tough fixtures out there, so just to come away with 4 points away from home, in any fixture in this league's hugely pleasing.
Back at home next week as well, so a real chance to kind of build on these back-to-back wins now, isn't it?
Yeah, the guys will go away, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the rugby over the weekend, watch the World Cup, but we'll be back at work next week, and we've got a very, very tough game against Coventry.
Just finally as well, only 2 changes tonight, replacement-wise, so real faith in that kind of starting lineup, and just obviously a couple of them coming off the bench, so real kind of confidence in that group, if you like.
I didn't even know that till you just told me, but it wasn't a particularly fast game.
Yeah.
There was, as I say, because of the conditions, it was a lot of start, stop. But yeah, the guys were going well, and when it's still fairly tight, you're either looking to make changes to make an impact on the game, but I didn't feel we needed to tonight. I felt we had that control, like you said earlier, so we were pretty happy with how the guys were going.